Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading a Xiao Accessory Scaramouche by me. So let's get into it. You and Xiao have been dating for a while now. Well, not exactly dating, but you're going to call it that for the sake of how close you were. And you really thought he would confess to you soon enough. But it seemed like not everything in your life could be so smooth like that. You couldn't just simply fall in love with Xiao and be partners right away. Mostly, you don't blame him, but he was kind of hesitant. He didn't know how to confess, and he was extremely scared of being rejected. And honestly, so were you. So you should kind of blame yourself as well. Which you did, to be honest. You were just kind of eager to get this over with, and actually act like partners. You were so close that you would sleep in the same room sometimes. So you're only just a few centimeters off, if you could measure it in that. Regardless, things were a lot more hectic than you could have even imagined. Because someone else, this, yes, of all people to befriend, you befriended a Fatui Harbinger, and a murderous one at that. The sixth one. Seriously, were you sick in the head? Probably, because your only two love interests were Xiao, an Adepti, and Scaramouche, a puppet. But you would never dare to call him that or think of him that way. But even worse than being a puppet was being a Fatui Harbinger in your own opinion. So, you didn't know how to exactly deal with this. Scaramouche, though it took him a long time to warm up, was starting to finally be affectionate with you. Just in the same time that Xiao was doing so as well. You have been friends with both for a long while, and you thought that you could keep that a secret from each. They didn't need to know. Xiao was not particularly friendly when it came to other harbingers, and neither was Scaramouche towards anyone really, especially if it was someone close to you. He got jealous easily, but the only thought that was because of him being your friend. But then, one day, as you sat next to him on the couch, cuddling, he held your hands gently, whispering, Mayan, I want to tell you something, and I want you to listen. But promise me that you know that I'll never force anything on you. He said quietly, and you nodded. And then he got down on his knees, pressing his sword to your hands. I love you more than anything else on this earth. So, if you want to give me a chance, then I'll take it. But you could always remain as just friends. I'll understand it, he says softly, and you just stroke his hair gently, telling him it's fine, and that you'll think about it. You're flustered, and you were honestly kind of so once you got up and sat down on the chair, he held his hand gently, squeezing it, and the two of you continued to. He did say he was busy this week, so I never thought he would be there. And now, you had Scaramouche, who was just confessing his feelings to you a few moments before, and Xiao, the Yaksha, in your apartment. Oh God, this was just going to go down horribly, right? Two explosive forces in the same room. You stood up, quiet, because you knew they were this close to tearing each other out, because the anger in Scaramouche's eyes and Xiao's were unreal, and some of it could even be directed at you. You were honestly scared of losing them. So you held both your hands up in a way to palisade them, kind of, and told them to calm down, and you'll be explaining things. And that's how the two of them were sitting on the couch now, watching you, as you told them of everything, of the way you kept them a secret to each other, and for the sake of yourself as well, since you knew people would not like the idea of you being friends with a harbinger, and people would want to take advantage of Xiao. So, they understood, though begrudgingly, and he told them that they were going to have to get along, because he could not handle losing either of them. And then, Xiao asks you the one question you're afraid to hear right now, in this moment of emotional disturbance. Why on? Do you love him? Scaramouche paled at that, nervous, because in that one moment, he was scared you would say no. You just sighed softly, giving him a soft smile. I love both of you. I didn't want to have to say it, but I never thought the two of you would be interested in me like that. I know your feelings, Xiao. I can tell. But I wanted to give you time to do it at your own pace. And Scaramouche just confessed, and I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like I want you both. But I know it's not fair on you if you don't want it. So I think spending time together, all of us, it will help us decide. Right? You said, hoping that they listen. But somehow, though you were extremely surprised, Scaramouche was the first one to nod, telling you that you can do whatever you wanted. It seemed like part of the package was letting you do as you wanted because he was so in love with you, and you could never handle you being sad or discomforted by anything. So he nods to that. And so does Xiao, once you assure him that Scaramouche has never tried to use you for his own benefit or hurt you before, because he was really suspicious of him. And then you end up sitting on the couch, the two of them having their arms wrapped around you, as if each of them were trying to just get their own half of you while watching a movie. In that moment, you felt blessed and spoiled, and realized that a new disaster was on the horizon, just dealing with them too. But it was a disaster well welcomed, and you were more than glad to see it.